I saw some of the most craziest shit going to college parties as Chad's wingman. I wouldn't even know if I would consider myself a wingman because honestly, being around me didn't contribute to his success, like at all, if I'm being honest. If anything, it was hurting him. Oh god. So I had this one friend who was a total Chad all around. JBW maxed, over 6 feet, built, tatted up, just absolutely main character vibes across the board with a proven track record. We would walk up and he would, no lie, point out to all the girls he's already hooked up with so that there wouldn't be any conflict of interest with our friendship or anything like that, I guess. But I remember just overhearing how these girls would just talk to other girls about him. And you would think that it would decrease his value since he's basically hoeing himself around. But the thing was, is that all these girls he got with were top tier Stacy's. And it actually just made girls even more curious about him. Like this dude was just lusted after by women. Just imagine being able to walk into a room, command the attention of everyone around you, simply by just existing. No jester maxing, none of that, just plain standing in the vicinity, and girls just start gravitating toward you. And all the guys notice and want to be you. That was my friend. It must be puzzling as to how we even became acquainted. But at this point in my life, I was heavy into making beats, and I had set up a recording studio in my spare bedroom. I was just trying to get myself out there, so to speak. Through word of mouth on campus, my Chad friend hit me up one day and booked a session. I don't know what it was, but from there, we just got along outside of just recording. I think he was a legit Sigma male kind of guy. He didn't have a lot of friends, but he was highly sought after for sure. So he kept like a really small circle. Even if it was just a symbiotic kind of friendship, I was happy to just have a friend at all. So one day he hits me up and goes, "Hey man, the fraternity brothers are hosting this event at this apartment complex near campus. You want to come?" These parties were severely disproportionate in terms of the male female ratio. It was a total sausage fest for like 80% of the apartments. The girls seemed to all cluster into certain rooms in these apartments. I'm guessing wherever it was popping most of the time. And you bet your ass that my Chad friend always took me there, to these places where these girls were. This would seem like the ideal dream scenario, but for me, I'm not going to sugarcoat this or anything. I was shy, socially awkward, like as fuck. I thought that going with my friend to these parties was going to be like this pivotal awakening moment in my life where I can finally be normal and social, but honestly, I just feel like it made my situation worse. The pressure from being around all these Stacys and other Chads just made me recluse into a corner of the room, holding some random drink in my hand just to fit in, even though I don't even drink. It was so bad. The ice in the cup would fully melt, and I remember my hands becoming so clammy from it just melting in my hand. So if anybody wanted to come shake my hand, it was like it was already over. But I didn't completely I guess I didn't completely admit defeat, at least not at first. I tried all the red pill stuff to improve my charisma, my confidence, but it was like no matter what I did, it didn't change the fact that I'm 5'5" and literally seen as only half a human. It was beyond brutal, dead on arrival. Each girl I tried to talk to, and it wasn't even like I was coming up to them all creepy or with some weird PUA type stuff. I would try to organically and respectfully come up to these girls, feel out the situation. I did everything my chat friend told me to do. But the difference in results between him and me were like night and day. I think this was the first moment I started realizing that, sure, the red pill is a great idea and can work for a bunch of guys. but it sure as hell won't work for everyone. Sometimes it for real just never began for you. These girls, I could just tell from their tone and their body language. They would try to be nice and polite, but God, I could just tell that they were absolutely disgusted by the fact that I was even walking up and talking to them. It was just this never-ending cycle on repeat. Go up to a girl, they're uncomfortable and just trying and trying and trying. And then there's my Chad friend, girls just fawning over him. And there I was, over there in the corner, just pretending to look busy on my phone with my stupid drink in my hand, just to fit in. It was honestly so sad. No matter what I did, how much I improved my body, my style, my confidence, I was just completely invisible to 90% of the people there, girls and guys. Nobody was interested in talking to me. I can't remember one single time someone would try to come up to me. I was always initiating every conversation, only to be slowly and softly rejected. And these college parties, they were insane, like insanely wild. People just acting a fool and cutting up, and girls doing the most promiscuous things that you would never believe. I can't tell you how many rooms we walked in where Chads were literally bending girls over in front of everyone. And like, it never began for you too when girls are this wasted and won't even entertain a conversation with your boy. You're treated as the position you're born in the hierarchy of genetics and attractiveness. And no amount of BS motivational advice is going to change that. Oh, but bro, just looks, man. Stay down. There's someone at least there that's for you down there. But no, there might not be. I don't know if it was the area I was in, but there were never those in-between girls. You either had girls that were just these 8 out of 10 Stacy's, or just downright, for lack of better words, bottom of the barrel. But even the bottom dwellers were getting heavy attention, so my attention didn't mean anything to them either. My social awkward ass may have played a part in just the abysmal results, or lack of results, I should say. But those were my days going to college parties with Jad. Leave a like on your way out. Comment down below what you think college parties are like, or what your experiences were with them. And I'll see you next time.